There's nothing complicated about Bangai-O. From the start of each stage, you briskly navigate the corridors, shooting things along the way until you come upon the boss and destroy it. The whole process can take as little as 3 minutes if you hurry. You have 2 weapons at all times, heat-seeking missiles and lasers that bounce off walls. Hitting the left trigger switches between them. The laser is more useful in tight areas, while the missiles are more effective in wide open spaces. Both weapons can also be fired as a scatter shot, if your meter is at least a level 1. The amount of firepower you send out is partially dependent on how much danger is closing in on you, and how close the danger is. For example, watch how this boss fires a powerful missile, and I get very close to it and fire a scatter shot. My proximity to it allows me to produce a large counterattack, which inflicts massive damage on the boss. With all the firepower at your disposal, the high number of potential targets all around you, and the zoomed out view, it becomes apparent that the programmers intended for Bangai-O to be a visual spectacle, to put as much action on the screen as possible, even if it causes slowdown. These explosive moments are very fun to pull off, and the slowdown actually makes them more dramatic. It's not just about action though. The game does come with a complex storyline, told through various dialogue scenes. It's lighthearted and funny, but also very bizarre. Somewhere between the original Japanese version and the American version, something definitely got lost in translation. Nothing reflects this more than the screen that appears when you continue. It doesn't even look like it's from the same game. Challenge-wise, the game is very easy, with no option of making it harder. That being said, you can get stuck in some of the maze-like stages, forcing you to exit and try again. A few bosses are challenging to fight, but most of them are pushovers. In fact, many of them don't even fight back. The music in the game is not impressive, at least by Dreamcast standards. Even if you do like the music, a lot of times you won't be able to hear it because of all the beeping. As for the controls, they're pretty much perfect, though I do recommend switching to the non-default ABXY control scheme, which allows your shooting direction to be independent of your moving direction, just like in Smash TV. There's an impressive number of stages, over 40 in all, and every time you beat one, it quickly saves your progress. You can also re-enter stages to increase your high score. Things do get repetitive sometimes, since many of the stages look the same, having the same enemies and the same overall design. Many of the bosses get reused as well. It isn't until late in the game that you start to see stages that are beyond the norm. Despite all its shortcomings, the gameplay remains solid throughout, and it's tailored to play in short bursts, due to the short stages and its overall simplicity. It's a great game to pick up and play if you only have 10 minutes to spare. Overall, Bangai-O is not a deep experience, but the explosive action and easy approachability make it a safe recommendation for Dreamcast owners.